Hey guys, Ryan here. So today I'm going to be showing you my center build for 2K20. So this build is going to be mainly focused on rebounding and defense and also a bit of post scoring. Because with this game this year, the way everything is set up, everyone's going to be wanting to try and find the all-around scoring builds. And so they're going to be sacrificing specializing in one thing. But by specializing in defense, you're going to be able to just completely lock up everyone on the court and be able to body down all the people, sacrificing their height to get a bit more attributes. So for the skill breakdown, you're going to want to go all the way down to the defensive and rebounding. And for the physical profile, I would recommend, it kind of depends what you want. So if you want to be a post outlet from rebounding and be able to take it down the court, you're going to want to do the high strength option with 63 speed, because you're actually going to be able to go pretty fast. But if you want to be a really dominant rebounder and don't want to take it up the court, then you're going to want to top out your vertical and make your speed much slower. For my build, I'm going to be going with the higher vertical, so I can keep grabbing rebounds and just dishing it back out. So when it comes to the attributes for this build, you're not going to want to worry about jump shooting at all, because that's not what this build is about. You can't make a player be good at everything this year. But what is going to be important is you want to cap out everything under defense and rebounding, because you're going to be able to get up to like nearly 8 or 9 Hall of Fame defensive and rebounding badges, and you're going to be able to lock up anyone on any position in the court. You're also going to want to top out your post moves. And also, post fade is option, but I'll see how much I have left after topping out everything that's important. You're also going to want to definitely top out your standing dunk, as that's really important for being a center in the position you're going to be. You're also going to want to top out your close shot in case you get a bad shooting animation under the rim. And now, I'd recommend topping out a bit of your playmaking to help you get you want to get to 3 playmaking so you can get, I believe one of the post scoring badges will be under playmaking. So you're going to want some playmaking even though you're not really going to be doing it in game. And after that, it's kind of up to you. But you can either choose to put up some of your shooting stats a little bit, which I'd recommend free throw or post fade, or maybe mid-range, or maybe topping out your driving if you want to try and if you went with the speed option and you want to be able to take it up the court. But for my build, I invested heavily into vertical and strength, so I'm probably gonna go in a mid-range shot, honestly, so I can be an outlet on the pick and pop and or post fade, depending on how high. It won't go that high, so I think I'm honestly going to go with mid-range shot. And then maybe put up my free throw just a little bit. So for the build, I'm pretty sure it doesn't affect it all. You can just pick out whatever. I'm just going to do this one. With the height this year, you're going to get hit really hard. This is the first year they're hitting you really hard for your height. So I'm trying to decide whether I want to go 7 foot and stay quick and have a lot of vertical, or if I should sacrifice a little bit to be a bit more dominant. I think I'm honestly probably going to go with like 7'2" and see how that goes, and see if that doesn't negatively impact me too much, because I do want to be the main rebounder and rim protector of my team. And with the weight, I'd honestly recommend just keeping it where it is. You're mostly just going to get hit hard for like changing that at all and not really getting anything out of it. But for the wingspan with this build, you want to completely cap out your wingspan, because you get like a tiny bit of extra defense and you get hit a little bit with shooting. But with rebounding or rim protecting, if you're 7'2", 7'3", you're gonna be able to grab boards over just about everybody once you cap out a lot of Hall of Fame badges with this build. And for the takeover, I'm gonna be going with Glass Cleaner, because it will help with the rim protecting a little bit, but this year they're gonna be really strict, like really strict on how you can earn your takeover badge. And if you put it into rim protecting, you need to get like 2 or 3 blocks in a row just to get halfway up. But with rebounding, that's something you can really go to, since like you're literally just gonna be camping under the rim no matter which side of the court you're on. So I definitely put that in Glass Cleaning. So for your finishing badges, let me look. I'd recommend honestly Pick and Roller, because under defense you're going to want to get Brick Wall so you can set screens and roll the hoop so you have more than one scoring option. And you're going to be able to change the badges at any time during this year. So you can always be putting your badges in different places if you decide you want to do something else or you find something that looks better. And for the shooting, it doesn't really matter that much, but I would honestly put it under Hot Zone Hunter, because you are going to have a hot zone under the hoop with this build, and that's going to help a little bit with your finishing. And for the little bit you get in playmaking, you're going to want to put that in Post Spin Technician, so you can also get a bit of like post scoring going with this build, so you're not stuck to just defense, and you can punish point guards for guarding you. And so for this next part, for defense, this is where you're going to be doing most of your work. The first thing is you're going to have rebound takeovers, so you want to cap out your rebound chaser, you want to cap out your box. I'd also recommend capping out post move walkdowns, since that's your main thing. And if you're playing Pro-Am or 3s or 2s, defensive leader is going to help a lot. Especially if you're playing like 2s and you're running with like a playmaking sharp or a pure sharp. That's going to help them a lot when they're guarding their man, since they don't have a lot of defensive badges. Now next, I'd recommend Pogo Stick, because this year you're going to get heavily punished if you jump at shots. On like last year, you could spam it. So this is going to help you a bit for when somebody is being really annoying and spamming the pump fake button after half shots and you don't know when they're actually going to put it up. For the last few, I'd recommend probably Brick Wall, because that's going to help open up your teammates a lot on offense, since you're not going to be able to really shoot the ball. And for the last couple, I'd recommend Rim Protector. Actually put that to gold. And I'm going to put Pogo Stick to gold for now, just to test stuff around. And for the last couple, I'm going to put a couple into Moving Truck and Chase Down Artist and see how that goes. And that should really help you walk down people, since you're going to have 5 Hall of Fame and 2 gold defensive badges. Okay, so after having played just one game with this build at its max potential, the rebounding and the rim protecting was fantastic. I was completely locking up whoever I was guarding, no matter if they're on the perimeter or inside, and I was able to keep up with the person I was guarding even if they're running around the perimeter. And I was able to rebound over people and slip around and grab boards I shouldn't have been grabbing with the long wingspan and the height I had. You probably could go 7'3" if you want to sacrifice a bit of being able to dribble up court fast if you want to bring it up. However, I was a little disappointed with the scoring side of the post scoring. The big problem was there was no back down badge, because I didn't have enough slashing on the build to invest points into that. So I'd recommend, instead of being putting it all into Glass Cleaning and rim protecting, there were a couple of badges I felt were a little useless with the defense. So I'd recommend making something that has slightly less defense, but either has a bit of sharpshooting to it or a bit of slashing to it. And it'll really help you to actually be able to score well, whether you're playing against computers or online in the park, and stretch out the floor whichever way you want to go. Honestly, I think I'm going to make a slasher though, because with this year, if you have a lower overall three-point shooting, it's going to be real hard to make it unless you're good at releases. So if you're not good at releases and you want to be able to back down guards, I'd recommend making a primary glass cleaning or rim protecting with a bit of slashing. And if you found this guide helpful to helping you make your first center build for this year, I would really appreciate if you would drop a like on this video and subscribe to help me grow my channel. Thank you. Bye.